Welcome everybody once again to another episode of Disco Elysium. Today we got so much stuff, so much that I literally have forgot half of what we need to do. What do we need to do? Get yourself organized. You can build. Oh yeah, we need to build communism, whatever that means. It's time to join your revolutionary. Roam the streets to sniff out some comrades. Maybe I have to talk with people who leans into that ideology. Find the murder weapon. Oh, right. We had a photo. We need to ask the scav leaders. Need to know about the thing. The number on the victim that have to wish to ask. Go to the Harvard Gate. Ask. Yeah, that was mañana. Call the. Okay, yeah. We have a lot of stuff to be doing. So let's get to be doing some of that. All right. Hey, good morning. Oh yeah, we got the cryptozoologists. We need to tell them about the thing. So we got our friends here. Hey.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Let's talk about the hangman again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the whole thing over again. We're not wasting time.
Okay.
There is no time.
Alright, shut up. Okay, I'm doing this investigation. It turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
He caressed his blonde wing. His hair. He caressed his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
Oh my god.
Alright, whatever. Bye-bye. Alright. Oh my god, fucking racist Squidward. How's it going, Squidward?
Boy, am I ever so grateful to you, officer. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank you.
And not stars Lena. Okay. What? I'll talk to them first.
Hey, was there something you needed?
I saw something. No, I didn't.
Yes.
Never mind. I didn't see shit. Excuse me. Forgive me. Okay, Lena, I found your husband.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
It was just on my way while I was working the case.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
She handed you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull. Ooh.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
That is very fucking cool.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Alright, yeah. Okay. Asking him about the thing. I want to hear more about cryptids.
Of course, dear. Is there a particular cryptid that you're interested in learning about?
Yeah, I want to learn about this pin that you give me. We're gonna look at it in a second. It just don't let me check now. Is this bird a cryptid? Point to the tie.
No. It's the cryptid.
Its eyes narrows mysteriously. Wow. The cryptic? What does that mean?
Oh, yes.
The small silvery skull shines between your fingers. Its beak sharp. Okay, what is this bird?
The 8-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Is this one of the real ones?
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
I mean, I guess. Until
it was sighted by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
I'm very far away from being all knowledge. Yeah, I mean, I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and Owen Mara is...
the world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert. An ancient riverbed completely dried up.
Cool. Okay, so what happened then?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus.
Okay.
He was lost, without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan.
Funny how some of these stories is always when like, oh, by the way, I wasn't like completely lucid. I was like 2 days in the desert or some shit on a canyon or no water, no food, you know, usual.
Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uva got there, the Teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Okay. I mean, we do have fossils. You say they were fossils, so he was following it.
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plottenkalk followed the Teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
I don't think killing a bird, especially one that was so rare or presumably extinct, is a good idea. Like, what are you planning on getting this? It's like, oh, he's dying of thirst. What? He's gonna drink the blood? What? That a thing that you can do? That the implication? I don't get it.
Then the Teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
How did he not die? How did he survive the story?
The 8-eyed Teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
That is very fucking disgusting. Probably a lot of diseases on that. But you know what? AI mind controlling bird? Fuck yes.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
I do think it's fucking stupid, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? But if it was real, that would be terrifying, but super uber fucking cool. Would be rad, you know? Anyway.
Modern
Continue.
radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
Right.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
Exactly, Kim. A lot of cool stuff. Just
He's
kidding.
sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Yeah, they could have gone with 3 or just 2 of those, but no, they went all the 4. So what was the last anyone saw of it?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Also, I wrote that wrong. So that was the last anyone saw it. I didn't ask if someone else saw it. I asked if he, the one that the story was the last one seeing it. Okay, so there's some resemblance to some other stuff. Got it.
Really, it's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Okay. Cool conceptualization. Good catch.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
Ah, that's pretty cool.
I'm glad you like them. But I'm not really one to tell
Yeah.
you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
Well, I might ask about this one specifically now that we got through it. You never told me you seen the Phasmin.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Oh, come on. You're already rambling so much. I wanna hear the end of it.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Exactly.
That is a way bigger compliment than it sounds like. Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
It's like, I don't want to hear about this. It's cool and all, but I gotta check the case. You know, someone has to fix this. Someone has to resolve this mystery.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Cool.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood. Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
Got bombed in the war. Which one? The one with the fascists against the communists, or the one with the coalition against the communists, or maybe some other war? Whatever. So what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Huh. Probably this is what she said at that time. Then what happened?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
Nothing like telling about that time when you were 5 years old and you saw a bunch of reeds moving to impress the boys. You know? She brushes her hair back. Yeah. Okay. You met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
He looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. That's why he's so defensive about the thing. He got inspired. I guess he was a cryptozoologist at some point, or did some field work. but it was Lena the one that gave it that push to go the extra mile for it. That's pretty cool. So you were on a date.
Our first, yes.
The old woman looked at her husband tenderly. You know, kind of. I don't wanna sound mean to Lena. I mean, she's an interesting lady. You know the way she talks and everything. But maybe she didn't have the most interesting stories to say. You know, considering that anecdote, it's not really like first date material. You know what I mean?
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express, even to him. Interesting.
Drama detecting something. His limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
Okay. How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
What if it is the case?
What if it is the case? I don't know. Visual calculus. What would that mean? That it's very huge? It's bigger than a child? Maybe you imagine it, Lena?
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
So she couldn't have made it up, or imagined it.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena,
She lowers her voice, imitating a boy.
you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Okay. Kim, what do you think of this? I want your very believable opinion on this matter.
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
Could be the case. Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anyway.
Yeah, she's feeling nostalgic when she wasn't hurt. Okay. Thank you, Lena. Alright. I did the thing with the cages.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has. But I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
I couldn't possibly show you thanks on you as enthusiastically as well. He's a little abrasive, but still, he was friendly. I am grateful for your assistance, officer. You're welcome.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial. But inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Let's talk about cryptids some more. I want your opinion on the bird.
Okay. I already did my best to inform you. I don't really know what else I could discuss with a layman.
Stop calling me that. I had a name.
Layman, you always have to prove yourself with this man, which means...
I can ask him about the bird.
By all means.
So I check all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide. Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin.
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
No, I shouldn't.
Of course, more clever.
More clever. I love how under the breath Kim sound like, oh yeah, I can't believe this. Oh. The detective whispered to himself.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yeah, we gotta be honest, you know?
Yes. The Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Hold on, we haven't yet figured this whole thing out.
Another trip to the reeds.
Are you sure you're exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
The cryptozoologist's face blushes with indignation. I tried to be careful. I'm just like, okay, there's no locusts, there's no faster. Are you sure that trap particularly didn't fail for some reason, or maybe someone tampered with it?
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be?
He turns to you.
Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
We got another mystery in our hands.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing.
He says with a straight face. The fact that you specifically write straight face means that he was probably trying to contain like his eye rolling or something.
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently. Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Insulted Morel. How did I insult Morel? Yeah, cause it's just interfacing. Okay, hold on. I'll get going. Hold on. Do I have anything for interfacing? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure... Oh, this is the thing. It is better than my actual necktie. Like, it has one volition point. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It is kind of cool. This is definitely not right, though. Like, this clearly has the eyes, like, on top of the head. You know? Instead of the... Like, I imagine it being this... Maybe this... I don't know. I thought by the description that she said that this wouldn't be so much like at the center of the skull, you know, like on the top. Anyway, a Teratone tie, one island empire, octuple vision, and one volition, cryptic's protection. A slender bolo tied, held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird's skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I actually do think that we can get something with extra interfacing now that I think about it. I know it's high. I just want to make sure I got the bit.
Officer, I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion.
Look, sorry. Like I said, I just have like a little thing. I'm pretty sure I know how to get more interface with another piece of equipment that we can get. So I'm gonna do that first. That I think we can get a piece of the armor, and I think the armor has better interface, or maybe it has the same interfacing, but I don't know. Whatever. Gary, good to fallacies. Very efficient, very generous of you. Yeah, whatever. I didn't do for you.
I mean, officers.
All right. Bye. Okay.
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do they mean? Who?
A little man, hardly bigger than a child, with a lean, hateful face.
We're not gonna talk with them right now, Rhetoric. You can save this for later.
You've seen the expression on this one's face before, on a dozen hardened thieves and killers.
Okay. 2 guys look super sus. So what? Meanwhile, the fat one keeps shooting your furtive look while mumbling uneasily to himself. Okay.
And here, guarding the entrance to his den, the undisputed Alpha Wolf, radiating contempt for you and all you represent.
Okay.
You may not know them, but they seem to know exactly who you are.
Okay, whatever. I mean, I still got stiff stuff to do. I don't care. Whatever. All right. What the fuck are you doing to my car?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Piss. What? Piss fucked? The young man with a piss fuck written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan: "Fuck the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
You wouldn't do shit because this is the car of my companion, and my companion is very protective of his car.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Oh, you're from the skulls. Ugh.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organization.
Maybe it would have been okay to shoot you.
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
We don't have time for this. Let's go. Oh, we got an extra point. Do I have interface? Of course I don't have interface. I don't even know what I want anymore. Whatever.
The palm tree livery should be, like, pastel green. Fucking tropic shit.
He gazes dreamily at Lieutenant Kitsuragi motor
I
carriage.
can see it. Bright as day. Oh, if we were skulls right now.
Who the hell are you?
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches. Or skulls.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, so you're fag. It's okay. I can actually say it because I am pansexual. You know, I guess I am one of those. But yeah, I know people don't like that word, so I'm not gonna use it. You know, or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
You know, if anything, the F-Force guys should be part of their community. Just saying, you know, anti-establishment.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls.
So you guys suck. Is that what you're telling me?
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Okay, what kind of cop are you? No, I really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
His voice rang with excitement.
Besmetine, or the Besmeti, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Okay, well, we want to be with those.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock. Or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I doubt with a operandum like that, they will really live for long.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard.
Murder?
A man was hanging in the backyard of the whirling in rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
We don't even know that.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around, I'm the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
You guys, I want to shoot you guys so bad.
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark.
Believe me, I'll know. I know specters. Rub your temple.
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
What? That's not what it said. The light didn't rest an eyebrow, but it's not common. Do you guys know about Cindy the Skulls?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man eye glasses over, his boy filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
The other guy light up too.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
Nothing says idealism like stabbing random people in the gut.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Who was Ake?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
A young woman kneels on a sheet of ice, as if looking for something lost ages ago. She bends until her right ear touches the frozen water. She listens to it crack, slowly.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm pretty old.
Yep, old as fuck.
Yeah,
How can you
man.
be
It's
old
like
as
at
fuck?
death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there.
I know the future is fucked with people like you.
Judging by that, Van Eyck is some sort of musician. Or killer.
Why are there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
The young man exchanged approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you an organization will accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
No.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Throw him off his game.
Are you sure a skull will say that?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you.
That just you little pussy you little pussy bitch.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say. But we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls branding anyway. On the contrary, we're just here to market it.
Why does a criminal gang need marketing?
We think of it more like two franchises merging. You know, us two and the Skulls. I really feel like we would add more to the table. Spice things up here in Martinez, you know. Get the old machine of pain and suffering oiled up real good.
What would these guys have to offer any organization?
Okay, so I get the skulls too, but what do your franchise in? Youth unemployment?
Whatever, man. Work is for pussies. You wouldn't get it anyway.
They're just pretending to be nasty and vicious as the skulls.
Hey, we could be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement. Or a brick on top of another brick.
Or a grave on top of a grave.
These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain.
They're just saying fancy words and fancy rhetoric, but they cannot back shit up.
Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Digging them.
And how about this scullery then?
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Turn to the blonde youth. Why does your jacket have piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
What the fuck are you even talking about? How does that represent any of that? What do you mean you like piss? I mean, I like piss in the way that I like to take a piss.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
And man, it's a good way to figure out you're a fucking idiot, just from the distance. It just kind of seemed like it has a negative... Again, I'm assuming this word is, you know, the slur. And when you say piss in the slur, I don't know if you're against, like, that group, like, that particularly group of people. It's like, I don't know. What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
That's stupid.
Though he seemed lacking in vocabulary, it seems that the young man has expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Turns to the dark hair yo. Okay, you have it makes more sense. Or you have a fuck the world written on the jacket.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
Are you the youngful group that I've been hearing about? Being modified and shaped by the pop culture? I think Measurehead told me that. Now that I will listen really all that closely to what he has to say.
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. And even then, it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That's a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
It doesn't.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
I don't know why my rhetoric is sort of impressed by it. But you know what? Hey Kim, come here. Lower your voice.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are two of us and there are two of these jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just some mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think PissF is the stronger of the two statements.
You know what? I'm Harry the Destroyer of Worlds. Yeah, that works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
Hell yeah.
So are we done here?
Oh, we need
You
Half-Life.
don't need us around for your secret whisper
Oh,
party.
Takumi just definitely been something. I need Half-Life bad. Alright, what does give me Half-Life? No. I'm pretty sure this gloves, yeah, Half-Life. Alright. I'm sure like it's sportsman stuff gives me Half-Life, I think. I thought that Man for Hemdel, whatever t-shirt thing had some Half-Life. Alright, whatever. The fam, okay, cool. Alright, well, let's try. Fuck it.
That ride is
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
Demonstrate authority.
Cuphead
They're just
material.
off-brand skulls. Fuck it, let's go.
No.
Hell yeah!
Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being.
I didn't
scarred.
even read what I was trying to do. Maybe I should have read that. You know, maybe I got a little excited how like something. I think it was about the jackets. Wait, how?
Suggest their massive skulls. Come on.
Oh, we gotta embarrass them. Got it. Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skulls King in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
Alright, we gotta embarrass them. We gotta embarrass them real bad. Raise your voice. Not even prospect and already aspiring to be kings.
Wow, you boys are ambitious.
Yeah, King, get
Only
into it.
prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
Oh, I love you, Kim. I love you so much. The lieutenant voice ring over the plaza.
He gets it. Passive aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Maybe. The youth presses through his clenched teeth. There's panic in their eyes.
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys. But we don't even have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Not much is left of the nihilistic rebels at this point. The young man before you is scared out of his mind.
You
Yes.
got it. No need for cruelty.
You offer us your jacket like that? It'll be impolite to refuse. Reach out your hands.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
I'm glad you realized that this was an incredibly stupid thing on your part. Be better. You know, if you want to be fucking skulls or whatever, fine. You know, well, actually, it's not fine. But still, it could be a little more fun if you didn't act like idiots.
Fuck.
The other one sighs deeply.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Alright. With mild amusement. They know that we fuck them. Turns to Kim. Since you say you're more of a piss guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really rise hell. Go undercover. Hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Yeah, and you did a great job at it.
Cold-hearted cop.
Well, still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arise.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with PissF written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
Yeah.
I don't know, Eric. It's colder.
The dark-haired young man stands there, defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Hey, story of the world, baby. Hell yeah, I feel great about that. Got 2 jackets, dude. Leather jacket, PissF. He has 1 drama, no authority, 1 minus authority. 1 drama, no fucks given, -1 authority. Wait, I'm a detective? A leather jacket that has quite recently belonged to a young man who possessed some intimate knowledge on the human condition. It has his nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. And, oh, okay, this one has half-life. Leather jacket, fuck the world. +1 half-life. Hey, I was just talking how we don't have a lot of those. Though, I guess we already have a jacket with half-life. A lot of these feel a little redundant. But I guess it's also about the fashion statement, I guess. Half-life +1. Darkening world. -1 authority. Inelegant statement. A leather jacket that has quite recently belonged to a hoodlum who understood love for what it really is. It has the hoodlum nom de guerre written on the back. It is quite a statement. Yeah, well, okay. Pretty cool. Again, not particularly interested in the jackets. It was more to fuck those guys.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Pick up the radio again.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Cool.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Orani's pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict.
Or any pharmaceutical companies.
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
I'm guessing one of its name is Crenel.
Yes, that is the most recent name the ICP has been able to connect to the CVP. And the one before it was Damwell. I also have one called Sediment, but I think that might be a different contractor. No, they were called Sediment. And somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last 9 years.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Yeah, good call, Bishop Calculus. A suit armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team
Yeah,
RCM.
Team RCM. Yes, thank you, officer. I would really appreciate your efforts in this case. Let's be polite and thankful.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Alright. Connect me to the Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed.
10
You should
a.m.
try
Okay.
Anything else,
In
detective?
an hour. Okay. Got it.
57.
In the cabin,
Thank you.
you see a set. A metallic
Anything on
hook
the
pull-out
toolbar?
toolbox, the white suede. As you tap,
No, that's enough.
Alright. Nothing special with the thing. I thought maybe with more stats. How about you? Anything you have to say?
Make way for the master
Master Poet. Hell yeah. Alright.
damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
It's because of this guy. I mean, I do think saying someone to fuck off is a great thing.
No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It feels really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
Good advice.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority.
Okay. I can roll with that. Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit. Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
I'm not a flamethrower, but I can find myself situations
There.
to tell
You
people
smell
to fuck
that?
off. Jesus Christ, there's still more. Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic Even violent reordering?
Maybe. Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now?
Hmm.
You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle with excitement as they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors. First come the smells of the agitated strikebreakers, layers of body oil and sweat, over-buttered meals pulled from bake-like lunch pails.
I mean, I shouldn't take too
Biting
much from
stench
this
of
guys
lice.
because they're scabs and the
then
leader is like
There's the slowly oxidizing
a mercenary.
gates, the scent of stale grease emanating from every crack.
Okay, I get it. There's a lot of nastiness around.
Everything in order, detective?
It's kind of a personal errand.
A personal errand?
I'm working on developing my political consciousness.
You're developing your... You know what? I'll just leave you to it. Carry on, detective.
Thank you, Kim.
It is a mark of the lieutenant's respect for you that he does not press you on this decidedly extracurricular errand.
The respect for me. I've been doing a good job despite some of my weirdness.
The lieutenant lacks your highly developed politico-olfactory cortex. The reek of communism is undeniable, and it's coming from that railing right there.
I mean, we knew Mañana was kind of a communist, right? And we know the Union is sort of leaning on that political spectrum. You mean for Mañana? Good thing we have to talk to him too.
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Yes. First, I got to talk with the scab leader about the photo, though. We got the photo with the tattoo, so better ask him what that meant.
Right to work. Right to work.
My bad.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. I think you might be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Takes out the picture.
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
We're investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the... No. It was on your corner. Give him the photo.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. You see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
After a while, he cranes his head side to side and side. Loincloths.
Yeah.
He's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind them.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one of the tiny stars in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
In what must have been Seminine.
Okay.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
He squints at it. It's so small. Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war of the islanders' territory.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as he's drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
No, we should probably hear it. Don't interrupt him.
Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
His voice gets strangely quiet. A long away from right to work, his gaze pierces the paper.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was not. A little fat, you know, but not too old.
Gross. Say nothing.
She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch.
He not stores the man on the gates.
God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now.
Jesus Christ, these guys are fucked up.
Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach. The story must have stirred up some conflicting emotions. The man looks tired for a second. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless. Odorless. It's...
evil.
You bet it was.
What is evil?
It's just nature. This guy, he used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place.
You were there?
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Being a bouncer.
You did say you were a bouncer, but I didn't believe you. Maybe you weren't lying. Maybe you did work there, but you know that even if you were a bouncer there, you were still lying. You know, you weren't working as a mercenary at the moment. You're not really a scout leader, are you?
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off.
Are you suffering the same? Are you having a lot of non-action and you're getting, you know, reckless? Because that's dangerous.
He's under orders, and orders are orders.
Can I have it back?
Go ahead.
All right, now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
Alright, we do have a good perspective, or at least this character.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
I'm just going to leave now. Did that count to completing that task? The victim's tattoo. Ask another about the tattoo possible meaning. Maybe we should go back to Joyce for a moment. Alright, let's talk to Mañana. Got a couple of things to discuss.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Yeah, I got two things that I want to see. First, I guess we should go with more important one. Could you tell me you were supposed to know about the armor?
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Okay.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere and the cops in his pocket and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
I mean, you're not in trouble or anything. So Kuna used to use us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we didn't know it was for that. And second of all, I don't think you did anything wrong, necessarily. So you probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
Were you drunk at the moment?
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Okay.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
We already sent it, so...
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
I already have one of them. If we can track at least the hands, hey, that would be nice. I don't think it would really help us with the case, but you know, it's a thing to scratch of the list. 4 pieces of armor up for grabs then, but I already sent the boots away.
I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
Hold up, 4 pieces. I had this hunch before. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Okay. Still kind of weird. Why they don't have the legs? You know? Maybe he didn't even fucking bring them here. Actually, I might have better things to do.
I agree, officer. Let's focus on the hanging, and later some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Nice. From what I learned, there was a very heavy, boring set of armor.
What's sort of technical
How
stuff?
does it come?
In parts. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle.
Alright.
More
Okay.
like a
I don't know
job for
why
some
that
Elysium.
asking about the leggings necessarily leads me to not tracking the last part, but I already got some armor. I'm pretty happy without struggling to find more.
So you have. No wonder you're a detective.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Alright, I attempted to establish content. Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, boy? Yeah?
It tilts his head slightly.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
I'm looking for some people who know how to really grind a sausage, if you know what I mean. No. It's involved our mutual friend, Kras. Put your hand next to your head and curl your fingers like deer antler. That's a little weird. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications. I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people. Let's do the sausage one, just 'cause it's funny.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
He looks at you with perfect equanimity. I don't know what equanimity. I don't know what this word meant. That word means, but I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
He sniffed the air and looked around towards the roundabout.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people.
You might have to look elsewhere for help with that.
He scratches his chin.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
It involves our mutual friend Kras. Put your hand next to your head and cross your finger like deer antlers.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Gran.
He narrows one eye at you.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I
it's
get it,
time to
rhetoric. I'm just
abandon
trying to be funny,
the
okay?
subtle
Shut
approach.
the fuck up. What I'm trying to say, I'm looking for communists. You know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
Kim, I thought you were on my side. Don't you have to be so sarcastic about it? I take it seriously, man.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting communists. I'm trying to get organized by them.
Oh, I see.
He gives you an exaggerated wink.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
Look, I know you say you're not really a communist, but aren't you actually a communist?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I'm not institutional. A man's got to blaze his own trail, in my book.
I respect that.
Okay, so maybe he's not exactly a communist, but there's definitely some communistic residue about him.
Yes.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
What's an ideologo?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat.
Oh, that is exactly what a communist is, basically. That's 90% of communism. How do you met him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the arbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Saramirizian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
What? He asked me for a light and share a cigarette. Then he asked me if he ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism. Sounds like he was trying to recruit you into the homosexual underground. What do you tell him? An extremely cool way to establish combat. Wish I thought of that. No, what do you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Okay, how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais." And then he was gone.
Who are Dobreva and Abadanais?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight half smile across his face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk with me. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows the ideologo personally. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
Maybe.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coast.
Good talking with you. Alright, well, it seems that we need to talk with some people. Okay, next task. We're almost close to be able to ask about Jamrock. Still not 10. I think we can go to Joyce. I guess we can ask also. There's something down there. Oh, Rene! How's it going, Rene? Hold on. What?
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer first. Bullet holes.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
I'm finding so much stuff just because my stats are high.
They look pretty ancient.
Kim, look! Bullet holes!
Where?
Points to the chip in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops, we should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean for the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Just like the people that were executed in the coast. Okay, what can you tell me about this revolution? Why am I asking this now? I already know so much about it.
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective.
Well, I mean, I did gain 5 experience for that, so I guess that's cool. Anyway, let's go to Joy. Let's ask Cindy about, you know, the people, those guys.
There it is again. There's a spectral scent haunting this pair, no doubt. And it smells like...
Oh, it's because this building is very, very damaged and poor.
Sea brine, mostly. Because it's a pair. Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides.
Okay, let's close the eyes and take a deep breath.
What do you smell? The first thing that strikes you is the overwhelming brine. You imagine yourself underwater, a 100-legged arthropod scuttling along the murky silt at the bottom of the sea. But then the unmistakable reek of seagull shit hits you, buoyed along on the air currents. An acrid melody atop mouldering cords of wood rot and heavy fuel oil.
Still smelling for communist, detective?
Yes.
Well, I'll be over here when you've finished.
The lieutenant nudged a piece of trash with his foot.
His impatience is feigned. He's actually curious to see how this personal errand shakes.
I mean, every personal errand or weird stuff that I've been leading this guy to Kim, it's paid out in some way or another, you know?
What the lieutenant thinks is irrelevant. Your politico-olfactory cortex is lighting up like a holiday display. The scent of communism is overwhelming, and it's coming right from that balcony over there.
You mean Cindy?
Certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters.
I have no idea Cindy was a communist or she was related to such.
A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
Okay, I was gonna talk to her first about the skulls, guys, to see if she had anything to say, but I wanna finish with the photo. Oh, talk to the lady.
You're back. Good.
So,
what can I help you with?
about the
I fear I've
tattoos.
told you all. Is there anything else I can help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
All
Glad
right.
to have been of assistance.
Weird. I thought she will have something to say about the tattoos. We did ask. Oh, maybe I have. Oh, but I do have the thing about the armor. Okay, alright, sorry. Out of save.
You're back. Good.
Cancel.
What can I
don't
help
know what
you with?
error I found, but I don't care. Let's ask about the mole. Nothing about the
I am
lynching.
sorry to have been the bearer. Of course.
Okay, never mind. Kind of a waste of time. It's okay. Alright, Cindy, I got some questions to do.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
No. Piss and fuck, piss, and fuck the world. Send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
Yeah, they kind of suck, honestly.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
I mean, I made up the sending the best part, but I did talk to them.
Figures. All of you are liars. They're such sweet boys, though, aren't they? My sweet, sweet wannabe skulls. They'll never be accepted, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are silly. What are you even trying to achieve?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency.
I mean, I don't think people are complacent. The place sucks, and everybody lets you know that it sucks. Maybe, yeah, I can kind of see it. And I mean, there's no sirens because there's no cops here. I thought, you know, the union is doing the cop work here.
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
She's making a valiant effort to come off as a nihilist, but she's really just an angry little commie. No wonder she was talking about the streets flowing red. That's what happened during the revolution.
So tell me what it is like being a skull and a communist.
You got me, pig shit. I don't make for a very good skull. I like animals too much. Simians and pigs.
I do like you, Cindy.
But I'm still gonna write some damn good graffiti-o on this wall.
Yeah, that's cool by me, I don't care. Attempt to establish contact. Hey sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
I'm looking for comrades to help me I don't know. The Masovian sausage grinder. One of the union guys says there's someone trying to organize an underground revolutionary cell.
An underground cell? My. Sounds big time. Sure, I know someone who'd love to talk the ideological stuff. You're looking for Stepan.
And who's Stepan?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
By the way, those words are accentuated. I'm pretty sure you don't think it's mega cool, and it's not very secret. But okay, does this Stepan happens to have a jacket like this? Show her the white jacket.
He might.
What jacket? Show her the white jacket. I'm like blinking on the jacket. I don't know which one is. Will you help me find him?
No.
She pretends to think about it for a moment. Oh.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Come on, Cindy. From one communist to another, help me out here.
Oh, fine. I'll help. But first, I want something from you.
Okay.
She's got you by the balls, Chief. And she intends to squeeze them.
Funny, I'm into that shit. What's that?
A wicked grin extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious. This is gonna be bad.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
Okay. With gusto. Oink, oink.
Wow. That was easier than I expected. It's almost like you've been wanting to do it this whole time.
Yes.
A cool, damp feeling ripples through you. You realize you needn't have rolled over quite so easily.
17. Yeah, it wasn't possible. Whatever.
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of. Steban's group meets only at night, in an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight. Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Hold on, what else is there you can tell me about Steban?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
Okay, well. That's very helpful. Thank you, Cindy.
Hold on. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
I mean, you already told me what I want.
See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without...
I doubt that's the case. The lieutenant clears his throat.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but I wonder whether it might have something to do with that phrase Mañana mentioned overhearing.
Alright, good thinking, Kim.
The lieutenant nods.
Guess this is what happens when two pigs put their heads together.
She seems slightly disappointed.
That's enough. Off with you then.
She makes a lazy shooing with her dangling hand. How about the murder?
Actually,
we weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant.
Alright. Well, it seems that we have... Okay, let's do one last thing before we continue the adventure. Let's call the Jamrock library to know who was more... This episode has been a lot of weird side tasks, but hey, you know, whatever. It is what it is, you know. I'm a completionist. I like doing this kind of weird side activities.
Steering levers, a radio.
Pick up the radio again. Good evening to Jamrock Library.
I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the code in 2, 1.
Thank you, Alice.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
A male librarian answers the call. How can I help you, officer? Okay.
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for information that you can provide on Billy Mahon. I'll read her.
Billy Mahon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver. Take your time, I guess.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps, far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there?
Paperback, huh?
I found Billy Mahon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
It's okay.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Okay. Do you have any other information on Billy Mahon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Mahon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
He covers the phone with his hand and yells out into the room behind him. You hear someone answer from afar.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes. Okay, if it was the police.
She starts explaining.
She starts explaining something.
Good ear.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
So Billy Millon is a woman, not a man. How did your college know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Alright. Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie!
A moment passes.
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
Can you just get Marie in the line? The librarian turns away from the phone again and realizes the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
That's okay. Thank you. That's all for me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
The librarian hands up, and the call gets redirected back to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me?
That tell me that you got done today.
57.
Alright. We finished our thoughts. And with that, we're gonna finish the day. Alright. Line to me. Ace high.
Aces high. For the rest of the world, the aces high is just a cool Revachol thing. Politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes? He wears a bomber jacket, just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades, and those cargo pants could store tools for hot-fixing your aerostatic. Maybe you should ask him about this.
Okay. We got 1 empathy towards King Kitsuragi, and 1 spirit of the corpse, the roots of the RCM. Alright! We got another thought completed. Oh yeah, and we also, I forgot, after checking the body, we talked to him about a certain stuff. I guess we'll do that later when the day is done, you know? Anyway, been a great time, but yeah, we're finishing a lot of the side quests and actually getting our line of things like very look how much we have done. Look at all this side quests, so much. Yeah, we're thinning out the thing and getting close to getting into the main quest. So yeah, next time we gotta go to the apartments and give the bad news about the husband, and you know, check with the union guys and doing some other stuff. And yeah, the cryptozoologist stuff. So thank you everybody for watching. If you did enjoy the content, make sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be seeing each other in the next Disco Elysium episode. See you later.